I talked to Tucker about it a little bit. He got thrown under the bus. It was a pretty interesting settlement, which is involving getting him thrown off the air. He's going to be crushing it on Twitter now, I guess. So, everyone lands on their feet. It just felt like standard fare to me. It felt like what we have become. Fox talks about this and CNN talks about that. And you should definitely vet both of them when they're talking. Now, there are things like COVID where I would tend to listen to Fox more than CNN because CNN seemed very aroused by it and sensationalized everything. But in general, when people go, well, Fox said this and CNN said that, I get it. What I'm a little more interested in is it's not really Fox says this and CNN says that. It's the LA Times and the New York Times and USA Today and Reuters and AP and NPR. They all went, in the Sierra Club, they all kind of went left, like hard left. And so the thing that's interesting about this little inflection point we're in is people go, well, look, obviously MSNBC is going to have their take on COVID, and then Fox and Ron DeSantis is going to have his take on COVID and their take on COVID. But let's see what USA Today has to say. Right. Or let's see what ABC News has to say, thinking, well, they're not CNN and they're not Fox. And then they're saying exactly what MSNBC is saying. And now we're in a weird point because the middle of the road folks that are just supposed to be the folks that are trafficking in the news and the truth and investigation and stuff like that, they're all saying the exact same thing CNN is saying. Right. So if you took the biggest stories of our day, like you took COVID or you took Russian collusion or you took Hunter Biden laptop and that whole story, the story that USA Today and ABC News was saying was not any different than CNN's. So there's no, and it would be the same with COVID, it'd be the same with Russian collusion. So that's the part that's tricky. And I think that's the part that people have to understand and sort of decipher.
Sure. I hear what you're saying. Sure. I mean,